Good morning. Here is Team 23. Our team consists of Chayu Garg, Ankit Bansal, myself Balpreet Singh, and Abhishek Kumar. Our project is based on the data analysis of foreign students that are pursuing higher education in Indian universities. The data collected from the data.gov website consisted of 13 attributes. We performed various pre-processing techniques for making our data appropriate for visualization and further analysis. First, we cleaned the data to remove noise or any NaN values in which we dropped some columns like survey year and course mode, since they were entirely same. After cleaning, we were left with only 8 columns for further preprocessing. In the data preprocessing part, we used 4 techniques which were normalization, PCA, feature creation, and attribute reduction. Normalization was done on 3 columns which included numerical values. Then PCA to examine the interrelations among set of attributes by choosing new coordinate system. Then feature creation to examine the number of boys which we got by subtracting the girls from the total number of students. We removed some attributes that do not contain any useful information for the analysis. Next, we move on to the data analysis part. In the data analysis, we did it to decide on the techniques which we should use for the analysis, in which we first produced the correlation heat matrix for various attributes in our data to know the dependency on each other. Some of them showed values close to +1, which implies they are positively correlated. Next, we plotted the scatter plot for various attributes, but we were unable to extract any useful information from it, since the attributes were not much dependent on each other. However, the histogram we generated provided some insights on the numerical values among various attributes like the number of students. Based on these, we proceeded for further data analysis using the techniques like outlier analysis, association rule mining, LDA classification, and clustering.
Hi, I am Chirayu. I will be explaining association rule mining and clustering. So in association rule mining, we use level, which is the level of the degree the student is pursuing, and the course mode, that is regular or distance. After selecting this column, we one hot encode the data and obtaining 9 binarized column, which we use to obtain the frequent item sets. These frequent item sets were further used with a minimum threshold value of 0.1 to obtain association rules. So here are the association rules. Each association rule has its value, has its support and confidence value next to it, which can be used to analyze on how the level is distributed according to the course mode. Like here, undergraduate student gives regular has a support value of 0.33, which tells us that and undergraduate distance has a value of 0.2. So these two values tells us that the undergraduate student prefer regular, foreign student prefer regular mode of learning rather than distance. But here PhD distance is 0.51 and PhD regular is 0.55. So the value is similar. But postgraduate distance is 0.144 and postgraduate regular is 0.141, which shows that postgraduate students prefer distance learning rather than regular learning. So in this way we can analyze the data, and we also perform dbScan clustering, which has functions, 3 functions, 2 helper functions and 1 main function, that is dbScan, which take value the data frame EPS, which is the minimum distance value and minimum number of points to be included in the included as the border point. So this is our implementation of dbScan, and here is the 6 clusters we obtain, including the purple one, which is outliers. So here are the 5 outliers and 5 clusters we obtained. Thank you.
Hi, Ankit. Facial ID is a dimension deduction technique that can be used for classification as well. So we use facial mainly to classify course mode of education, distance, or error. Experimented different models by selecting different set of attributes to classify mode of education. First, we protected our height-initial data to two dimensional data in such a way that it maximized the distance between means of two classes. Classes here are distance or level after projection. Then accuracy of the model is calculated by plotting its normal distribution of each class and then calculate its classification threshold value, which is basically the intersection point of two normal distribution. So in our dataset, we found that the model with a set of attributes, level and discipline have a best accuracy of 72% among all models to classify mode of education.